What's up, YouTube? Justin from Team Misplay here. Got team member Phil. Getting ready for San Antonio Regionals this weekend. What are you taking to Regionals this weekend?
Taking good old Hero Beat.
Good old Hero Beat?
Good old Hero Beat.
Alright. I know from our last video and from a few other videos that feature you, a lot of people really want to know what you're running and how you're running it now. So I guess what we're doing is we're going to do a quick update on the deck and exactly how it's running. And we're going to do it kind of the same way that we did it last time. Just really kind of showing you the cards that work together, as opposed to just giving you, oh, we played these 3 cards because good, and then we played copy these cards because good. Alright, so let's get to the deck.
Alright, so I think the last time we deck profiled this was right after the Inmains tournament, and the list was really solid, but the list has undergone some tinkering and some plussing and minusing of numbers and certain cards, and so the list here that I have built, laid out on the table, is what I'm taking to San Antonio this weekend to play in the regional. I feel this list is pretty strong. I still got a little more playtesting to do to see if I really like some of the additions or minuses that I made to the list. But I feel pretty good about this list.
Yeah.
So, first off, unchanged are the Stratos and Ice Edge. Stratos is necessary when playing heroes, and Ice Edge is probably one of my favorite hero monsters. Like I said last time, he's probably the only 800 attack monster that forces the warning. Because, if he doesn't get warning, he's going to pop that card. And he's just great for baiting out traps like Finish Chain or D-Prison or anything of that nature. He gets rid of bottomlesses and stuff like that. It's just a good card overall. He pitches dead cards out of your hand. He puts those aliases in the graveyard to make Hero Blast live. He's overall a very toolbox card for the build. The newest addition, or at least subtractions, was I took Thunder King out of the main inside. I feel Thunder King's really irrelevant right now, this format, just because this format's just full of 1-for-1s, and Zectors is a big part of that. And really the only matchup he's really useful in is Chaos Dragons, and Chaos Dragons just swing over him every time. So it's really pointless to run Thunder King right now. And so Thunder King was replaced with 2 Bubble Man. I debated back and forth between running triple Bubble Man or running double Bubble Man and Ice Edge. I feel Ice Edge is really strong for the build, so I decided to go with the double Bubble Man. Reasoning behind Bubble Man is that he's rank 4. It makes it easier to go into Exceed Engine. I can summon Stratos, go grab Bubble Man, set my entire hand, and special Bubble Man, and go right into Blade Armor Ninja or Utopia on turn 1, which is really strong open and explosive open for the build if I don't open with a Miracle Fusion. And he's an amazing top deck. If you control no cards, if he's the only card in your hand, you special him. If you control no cards and it's late game, you special him and you draw 2 cards, and you could just immediately draw right into that Miracle Fusion or Super Poly you need to completely turn the game around. So that's the reasoning behind him. When we go on to the other monsters, of course, triple Alias. Alias is the meat and potatoes of the build. He is the bane of what is Hero Beat. And of course with triple Gemini Spark. I think the last time we shot the video I was running triple Hero Blast. I cut Hero Blast down to 2. Feel a little more comfortable with 2. I think 3 at times can be a dead draw, especially late game. If aliases are banished or drawn to a Hero Blast, and especially early game if I draw into Hero Blast and I don't have an alias in the graveyard and I don't have a way of putting one in there, it's a very dead card. And the whole point to the build is to have a consistent deck with cards that are live at all times. The other spells and traps, triple Miracle Fusion. It's been a staple since day 1. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the whole game. It's the equivalent of Chaos Dragons and Light Sworns, just being able to drop boss monster after boss monster. You just banish your monsters, drop boss monster. If they get rid of it, if it's shining, you get your monster back. Ab-Zero is really good this format, so the extra water targets make it really easy to make Ab-Zero. And then double Super Poly in the main. I know with recent popularity of heroes over the last few YCSs, especially with Joji Orlando, and others not running Super Poly in the main, and in some builds not even running Super Poly on the side. I really don't understand the reason for it. Super Poly is probably one of the best spell cards in the entire game. Can't be responded to it. Nothing can stop it, and all you need is a hero on the field and a card in hand to pitch. I mean, even in tough situations where your opponent's sitting on back rows, you just set your hero, activate Super Poly, and you're done. And then double E-Call and 1 Rhoda.
Okay, why not triple E-Call? I've seen a lot of builds, they'll go Stratos, grab Bubble Man, and then set their hand, special the Bubble Man, and then go E-Call, 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 and special out the ass, and get like a double Blade Armor Ninja or Blade Armor Ninja Utopia with like an alias in hand.
I guess just to preface that my build isn't Bubble Beat, my build is Light Hero Beat. Bubble Man is in the build, but Bubble Man's not the focus of the build. Triple E-Call, Rhoda, and Stratos all in deck where you're only running 7 monsters makes for very dead cards very fast. And I don't want to have dead cards in hand. Most of the time I end up setting E-Calls as bluffs, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on if my opponent's able to read what I'm doing. But four searches and a search monster just makes for a very dead hand, especially late game. And then onto the traps. Obviously, I'm not laying out all the trap line. I like to, a lot of it, a lot of the traps run in the deck are pretty standard among other decks, and I choose a few techs. So I'm just showing the techs. Still running triple skill drain. This card's really good. It doesn't really hurt the deck. The only monster it really hurts in the deck is Shining, and that's in the Chaos Dragon matchup. But in that matchup anyway, I'm siding out skill drains, siding in Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. There's a cat. Skill Drain's really good this format. Skill Drain shuts down the Zectors, shuts down Dino Rabbit, shuts down a variety of decks that are topping right now, and it's just a good overall card. I'm choosing to play 1-star at Road since I'm not running any kind of backward protection. So that little backward protection is good. You get a Stardust on the field. It at times can force the warning. It's just good for a variety of reasons. And then new addition is Double Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is really necessary for the Inzektor matchup, and it's really helpful in the Dino Rabbit matchup as well.
Okay. Overall, how do you like the way this deck's running as compared to the previous deck that we profiled?
I like the way the deck's running a lot. I feel like the extra additions that I made to the deck help its acceleration. It's easier to take it late game, or even early game if I'm able to capitalize on my opponent not having anything on the field or any kind of way to stop me. It's really easy just to go grab Stratos, grab Bubble Man, go into Blade Armor, and just try to push for the OTK. Like I said before, Bubble Man's not the focus of the deck. Bubble Man really helps accelerate the early and late game pushes.
Okay. Alright, if you got any questions or comments for Phil, please leave them in the section below. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. And remember that it's not a pro play unless it's a misplay.